Hey sexies, welcome back to Interesting Nothings. Get comfortable and relax as we're going to be diving deep into my mind today. I am your host, Jasmine Malone, and today we are just going to be learning a lot today. We're going to be going deep. I have these cards right next to me. These cards have thought-provoking questions, and so they are going to make me think. They're going to make me explore my mind, and I honestly don't know what we're about to get into. I didn't pick out any of the questions beforehand, so we're really just going to be at random, and I'm pretty sure we'll all learn something today, so definitely stick around for that. But before we get into that, I do just want to talk about how this episode is episode 30. I've made 30 episodes, guys. It's crazy. How have I made 30 episodes? Are you serious? Wow. It's not a year. How many weeks are in a year? 52 weeks? It's not a year. But 30 episodes, that's a lot. And almost every episode is 40 plus. I think I have like probably a handful that are less than 45 minutes. So, that's basically 30 hours. Oh, I love that. I really want my podcast to grow. I really just want to have a footing before I really start to just promote it everywhere, because I just feel like once I'm in a groove and I know what this podcast is, I know what I talk about, I have my certain style of speaking, like the whole thing, that's when I'll really promote it and just be like, hey, check this out, this is something I've been working on. Right now it's more just undercover, and I'm happy that I have made 30 episodes. Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm just about to let you guys know, my ex, he just texted me while I was recording, and yeah, okay, my heart feels better, because I'm not even gonna lie, guys, my heart was just like kind of not in the best place. I mean, it was good. I kind of want to contribute it to being high a little bit, because I did smoke a little bit today, and I was like, maybe it's just me feeling high, like this anxious feeling. I'm just gonna let you guys know, I feel like me and my ex are like a match made in heaven. Like, it really feels like that. It just feels like we both know each other to the nth degree. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, guys, okay? I don't want to get too happy about it, but like, he just texted me, and let's move on. We're in 3.0, guys. The 20s were great, but right now we're in the 3.0. We're in a new chapter, and maybe this is my rebuilding season, because the last couple episodes of my 20s, I was just really going through a lot. Like, I really was. The beginning of my 20s, they were actually really good. It kind of went by smoothly. I was on a roll, like I was doing stuff, but the end of my 20s, the 20s episodes, I'm still trying to recover, honestly. So I think the 30s are going to be amazing. I'm going to manifest that. We're going to have an amazing season. I'm saying this is like a season. I guess I'll say chapter, because I feel like we're still in season 2. We're in season 2 still. I can't be more happy, honestly, because it just means a fresh slate, and I just know better this time, okay? At least I think I do, okay? At least I think I do, right? Okay. How have I been feeling lately? I've been feeling better, guys. I've been feeling better. I have just been following my routine. Like, I've been mixing up exercising, because I exercise and do yoga in the mornings. Like, I feel like I'm getting more flexible. Like, I really just want to be really, really flexible, really strong mentally, physically. I just want to look my best. I mean, I'm still in my 20s, so I really just want to strengthen my mind again. Like, I used to be a tough bitch, for real. Like, I really used to be a tough bitch, and I still am a tough bitch. It's just, we just got to rebuild. We just got to rebuild ourselves, and we're going to get there. That's not to say that I don't still have hard days, though, because some days I just, like, life keeps going, okay? So I'm still trying to play everything right, but it's hard, guys. It's hard. And sometimes, again, it gets too heavy, and you just don't want to do anything. And you just want to lay in bed all day, because it's like, what the fuck? Like, what's the point? Like, there's no point to all of this. Like, there's no point to it. It's just like, what's going on? I might as well just die, which obviously, if someone is thinking like that, that means you need to get help, and you need to examine yourself and figure out what it is that's truly making you feel that way, because no one should kill themselves, like none of that. I'm not promoting that at all, but I can just understand that life can get to that place where it feels like you just want to die, and like, just what's the point? Like, and everything seems so heavy. Taking a shower, making your bed, even standing up, getting out of your bed, breathing sometimes. I understand. Feeding yourself, already said take a shower, cleaning your room. I don't know if I said that. Cleaning your room, going to work, driving, all of it. Okay, sometimes it gets a little bit heavy. It's a little hard, and I understand, okay? But that doesn't mean you give up. And even though it makes you feel like you want to die, don't die. I just want to say that, because I'm still here, and if I'm still here, that means you can still do it. And I want to be a motivation for you, person who's listening. I wanted to mention that I still have hard days, but I'm still going, because I'll be damned if I let life beat me the fuck up. That's not how we roll. I go for the gold. I'm here for the Grammy. I'm here for the Oscar. I'm here for the Emmys. I'm here for the Streamies. I'm here for the Tonys. I'm here for the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, I'm here for the win. Okay? I'm here to the end. So don't give up. Don't give up. And I'm saying that to myself now. Don't fucking give up. Speaking of not giving up, I have downloaded this mental games app. And since I was taking ashwagandha, I already mentioned this several times, but I feel like it really made me go backwards instead of what I thought it was going to do. And so, which was basically to relieve stress and just like relieve anxiety, and just the opposite effect. I feel like it actually made me even more stressed, and it made me more anxious, and it also just didn't help my mental. Like, I literally was spiraling backwards into being a fucking caterpillar. So it just didn't work for me. I'm that one person it didn't work for. It works for everyone else. Apparently, it just doesn't work for me. And I haven't been taking it, and I have been feeling way better. I have this new app, and I paid $30 to get all the games, because I'm really trying to build up my mental. I'm trying to get like high levels on all the games. Like, I need to tap back into like building up my mental capacity. I believe that I am a smart person. I am very particular, and I know how to follow rules. Like, I know how to play the game. Okay, for real. I'm not a person that people can pick on. I'm not a weak ass bitch. So this app, it has really been helping me, and I've just been really building up my mental strength again, and it really feels amazing. It's like it's reminding me of my power. Like, everything that I'm doing, like yoga, exercising, like just building myself up, it's reminding me of my power that I had before ashwagandha, and even before, whenever I took a break from podcasting and doing YouTube and started serving again at Bombshells and everything. Okay, like, it's reminding me of that sweet spot that I used to be in, and I want to go back. We had a pause, but I'm trying to press play again. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm trying to move swiftly like a snake, but not evil like a snake. Just move like a snake. Snakes have good qualities about them, believe it or not. Okay, they still have good qualities about them, even though they may be seen as an evil thing. But I feel like everything has a duality to it. It's not all negative. It's not all positive. That's why there's yin and yang. Okay, we're going too deep. But I'm building up my mental strength, my intelligence. I'm just getting stronger in myself, because one thing I'm learning about me is that if I don't believe in something, if I don't believe in myself, that affects my whole mood. Like, it obviously is going to affect your mood, but specifically to me, like, if I don't believe in myself, I just really trip out. Like, I act completely opposite of who I am, because it is opposite of who I am. I'm not a person who doesn't believe in myself. I don't believe that to be true. Like, I'm standing up for myself. I stand my ground. But let's go ahead and get into the vibe check. If you don't already know what's in my vibe check, I have 3 sections: a music, mood, and poll question. In my music section, I put the Miley Cyrus new album that came out. Woo! Okay, so I'll say this about Miley Cyrus. I don't listen to a lot of her music, but she does make some pop songs, you know? She makes Party in the USA. I feel like I know more. I know like some Hannah Montana, but that's not really her. It's Hannah Montana. It's not Miley Cyrus. But when she released that single, Flowers, that's what made me want to think about her again, because that song is actually really nice. It's about self-love, and this is why I want to look into this album, because I feel like this album is all about self-love, and I love that artists are going into this direction. Like, they're picking up on the trend that everyone is trying to love themselves, and that is just so amazing. Like, to make music where you inspire other people to love themselves as you do, that's what I want to do with my shit. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do as well, because I just want others to feel comfortable and to feel like they're a part of something and to grow with me as we're all going through life, like literally a community of people together online. So I just love that song, Flowers, and I am excited to listen to this new album that she released 3 days ago, March 10th. Today I am recording this March 13th. So yeah, I'm excited to listen to it, but I wanted to put it in my music section because I feel like Miley Cyrus deserves it, okay? I feel like it's just, I just already can tell that it's a great album because of the song names. The song names are just like, you could just tell like it's just gonna be a good album. So I just wonder how her sound has evolved, you know, her singing voice, but we'll see because I'm gonna give it a listen. What is my mood right now? My mood, I feel, I guess I kind of feel wavy. I feel wavy. I'm trying to ride the waves, okay? I'm trying to create the vibe. This is episode number 30. This is 3.0. I'm trying to ride the fucking vibes, okay? I will say I feel like this podcast episode is going better than the ones that I had before, so I'm really excited about that, and that's why I feel kind of wavy, because I'm like, wait, you know, I'm talking, I'm grooving, I'm not really messing up, guys. I'm finding myself. Yay! Oh my god. I feel like at some point it's gonna be like, oh my god, when does she ever find herself? But it's also like, that won't ever happen because we're always evolving, and well, I guess it will always happen. Rather, it'll never happen. It'll always happen because you're always breaking new molds and you're always becoming a newer and more evolved and improved person if you're trying to. So, but y'all know my situation, and that's why I'm like, yes, I'm wavy. This is what I want. I want to be fucking wavy, bro. Surf with me. All right, poll question. I put new or used. This may seem weird, like new or used. What do you mean? It's like, do you want new items or would you rather have used items? Like, would you go to the thrift store and get like a Gucci wallet, or do you want it brand spanking new at the Gucci store? Which one would you prefer? I feel like a lot of people actually would probably say new. They would say new because obviously it's new. It's new. No one's touched it. No one has put their vibes, their germs, whatever. No one's touched it. It's yours and it's only yours. It never was someone else's before. But I think for me, and whenever I was writing this question down, I'm like, I think I'm going to pick used, because I'll let you guys know that I work at a designer thrift store, and it has expanded my thinking about used clothing because we sell designer items. Actually, we sell a wide range of things, but everything is secondhand. And some things, even though they were secondhand, it's still really cool. Like, it's so cool. I feel like used items are definitely underrated, and like nothing beats like the character of a shoe that's been worn by somebody else, and then they sell it, and then you mold it into a new character of shoe. Like, nothing beats that. Or like a worn sweater, or like a worn flannel. Like, nothing beats like the warmth and the comfort that you get from a worn flannel. I feel like there's nothing wrong with used items because of that very reason. Like, you can make it its own. It's like the clothes are traveling. It's like, where are we gonna go to next? Are we gonna go to California? Are we gonna go to New Zealand? Like, where are we going? This is fun. So I love used. I'm gonna say used, but new nothing can replace a new item as well. It's like when you open up that package, when you open up a present that's for you and it's not used, it's like, wow, like it has a shine, it has a glow, it's pristine, right? But just for the sake of me working at a designer thrift store, I'm gonna say used, because I have a new love for used items because everything is just beautiful, okay? Even if it's used, all right? And it has character if it's used. Now let's move on into the main topic. We are going to be drawing 3 to 5 cards out of this deck called Space Between Us. If you want to get this deck for yourself, you definitely should. It's on schedule35.co. I'm reading the back of the box so you guys can get a picture on what's about to happen. But it says, Space Between Us is a card game created by Schedule 35 to spark deep and meaningful connections with yourself and the people around you. This set features 4 curated categories of questions and 6 super dose wild cards that allow you to deepen your existing relationships and create new ones. So I just feel like this is perfect. I don't know which card to choose. Let's see. Maybe I should shuffle it. Okay, I'm gonna put the mic down, so that's probably why it seems like I'm farther away. But let's just shuffle these real quick. It said 6 categories, so... Oh yeah, and there was a rules card too. Where did that go? Maybe I should grab that first. Okay, oh, here it is. Okay, let me grab that. All right, let's just mix it up, and then we're just gonna get groovy. I'm doing a horrible job shuffling, but I wanted to shuffle while I was recording so it's raw and authentic. Okay, with the first question, I'm just gonna cut the deck in half the best way I can, and then just look at it. Okay. The question is, so I guess the category is love, and the question is, what is the most important thing that your significant other needs to know about you? Well, it's funny because they said significant other. I don't really have a significant other, but if we're gonna like talk about my ex that like texted me while I was recording, how about we just pull him into the pictures? What is the most important thing that your ex lover needs to know about you? I would say that I am a introvert, that I may seem distant. I can be a very distant person. I can be rude unintentionally because I'm a person that doesn't like to be around groups a lot. I don't like to be around multiple people a lot, actually. So I feel like I would want him to know that, unless and maybe this could change, right? This could definitely change if I'm around people that I'm very comfortable with. But even that part, even if I'm comfortable with them, I'm like, I still need space. I need my space to do stuff like by myself. I need to like just not talk to anybody for a day, like but at the same time, I'm like, if I really feel comfortable with you, maybe that'll change. Maybe I just haven't found like the real comfortable people that I can like do that with. And maybe that's why I feel that way. But at the same time, like, I also feel like if I was really comfortable, I still would want to like, I need my space. Like, I need to be distant for a little bit. Like, I just need it. I need my independence. I love it so much. I love being by myself. I love my own company as much as I love you and your company with me. I do need that time by yourself, and I feel like everybody needs that. Everyone needs time to recharge and just figure out what they think and what they like and all the things. Okay, so that's what I think of when I read this question. All right, well, that was kind of quick. Yeah, we're probably gonna do 5, so let's figure out the next card. Maybe I should do I'm just gonna keep cutting the deck in half so we can see what's right in the middle. But I don't want to have to like keep shuffling. I'll probably just edit it out, honestly. Okay. Is there a relationship in your life that has suffered recently? I think I don't really have a lot of relationships with people. Like, I'm thinking relationships in general, not just like boyfriend, but I'm thinking like with family, with friends, even coworkers. I feel like that's another thing. Like, I don't want to say I'm a bad relationship person, but I kind of feel like I'm a bad relationship person. I'm a bad relationship person, and I really want to work on that, but it's so hard because human beings are just disappointing. Like, they're just disappointing to me. And I'm like, I'd rather just be alone than have to deal with drama or have to deal with I'd rather just be at peace. I think that's where that stems from. So, is there a relationship in your life that has suffered recently? I feel like, whoa, does this make me a bad person? I was about to say, I feel like all of them have suffered, but I've also cut off some relationships. So, it's not like they suffered. I feel like I'm better off without them, is what I want to say. So, I just have to find new ones, and it's harder when you enter adulthood. It's just harder to create more friends. So I think that's what I mean. But I really can't wait to get my own pet, guys. I really, really want that. I feel like once I have a pet, my relationship my relationship score will go up, okay? It will go up. But I don't have my own pet. That is a dream of mine for sure. Because whenever I had a dog around me, I feel like we just connected. I just understand him, her. I feel like my mind just grows when I'm around animals, because basically I mean, we are animals. Human beings are animals, so being around other animals definitely teaches you. Really, just being out in nature just teaches you a lot. So, because we are a complex form of nature, so I just can't wait to have my own pet. I want a cat or a dog or something. Really, a cat or dog. That's really what I want. I want my Oscar and I want my Jinx, okay? Oscar and Jinx. Because Jinx is such a cute cat name. Or it could be a dog name. I think of it more as a cat name. And then Oscar, I can't wait to meet Oscar. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, that's enough of that question. We have three more. Maybe I should do more questions. Actually, the question behind that, I just placed the card down, and the topic is introspection. What is something that has changed the way you understand or look at your parents? I'm like, do I want to answer this? Because literally negative things came to mind. I would say, I feel like once you enter adulthood, you start to understand your parents as people who were just, if you had good parents, I would say I had good parents, but at the same time, I also feel like I had no parents. So that's where it's kind of hard for me to say that I had good parents, but then it's like, but did I really have parents? I don't know. But I did have parents because I had a roof over my head. I have my own room. They fed me, did nice things for me. I'm not going to say I didn't have good parents. I can't say that. Okay. I don't know. I guess the more that I understand myself, I start to understand them, and I understand where they're coming from, and I understand that I am a product of them, so I'm going to act like them. And so understanding them is like understanding me. And I'm just going to skip that one, actually. You know what? Just skip that question. I think I just skipped that question because I don't really want to answer that. Okay, let's see. Curiosity. Ooh, what is something you cherish about your childhood? I cherish all the cartoons I watched as a kid. I cherish my Nintendo DS. I miss playing Mario Brothers. I love getting all the stars. Mario Kart. Loved all of those games. Ooh, I cherish the magic I felt. The magic, love, happiness, pure glee that I felt as a child. The innocence. I do miss that. I cherish that now. And as I keep rebuilding myself, I hope that I can get back to that place of just feeling pure glee and positivity and happiness through life, because I feel like a child or at least my childhood, or at least just me, I felt that way about my life, and I didn't have to worry about anything. I wasn't stressed. Ooh, curiosity again. What does the perfect day look like for you? I think the perfect day is a day where I am on fire and I did everything that I said I was going to do. I got up. I felt good about everything that I did. I was productive. I did my work. I chilled. I took breaks. I am just getting better and I'm growing, which I really want to have those days all the time. So then I can just have a perfect life, but it's not going to be perfect, but like that would be a perfect life for me. Feeling productive, doing my shit, planning my life, knowing what the fuck is going on, being strong, building myself up, growing. Like, that's just, I feel like what life is about, at least for me. I already have a perfect life. If I'm not being productive, or if I'm not growing in some way, or if I'm not like doing something or pushing myself in some way, then I feel like it's not a perfect day. So hopefully that answers that question. Let's see. These are all loved ones. Ooh, okay. Introspection. What is something you are insecure about? I am insecure about, I think for the longest time, I was insecure about myself. I was insecure that I was too much. I didn't know who I was. I was, basically a lot of my life, I played the background part. Like, I feel like people ignored me. They didn't look my direction. And I just was just there. Like, I was just there, a floating person. At least that's how it felt. Maybe from an outside point of view, it's like, no, you really weren't. Like, you were still there. You were like, we wanted you there. Like, the whole thing. But at least to me, I felt that I wasn't being myself, and I was not tapping into the full potential that I had. And so I feel like I'm insecure about, I guess I'm slightly insecure about my personality, because I feel like it comes off as something negative. Like, somehow I feel like I give a negative vibe to people. I'm just trying to be myself. And I think I'm insecure about that. Like, and maybe that's just something wrong with me that I just don't know. That, but to me, I don't see it as a bad thing. I don't see it as a bad thing. So I know for the longest time, like, and I'll say this last thing and then we're going to go into the next question, but I know for the longest time, like, I would like copy people's laughs. Like, if I heard someone laughing, I would somehow like copy their laugh, and I didn't even realize that I was doing that. Like, I didn't realize I was copying other people's laugh. I mean, I did realize I was doing it. I'm like, oh yeah, I just sound like them. But like, I just feel like if another person heard me, they're like, okay, you're just laughing like that other person. Are you really laughing? But to me, it felt like I was just like fitting in. I'm like, oh yeah, I belong here because I'm laughing like everyone else. But no, like, I just wasn't being myself. So maybe I'm just kind of insecure about myself, like me as a person. But again, that's something that I'm trying to root up and kick out, because I am a fire individual, but I don't have to be too fiery where I burn shit down. Like, that's where I feel like I have that capability to be crazy like that. And I don't want to do that either. I just want to walk in a room. I don't want to burn things, but I'm going to still be a fiery person. I'm still passionate. I'm still in my groove. I'm still me. So maybe that's just something I'm insecure about. It's just something that I realized, and I'm getting better at it. I really am. As I keep showing up for myself and doing everything. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. If I say that one more time. Let's see. What other questions do we have? We'll do 3 more, because I'm kind of going through these questions quickly. I thought I was going to like deep dive into these for some reason. Okay, so we have excitement. We have another introspection. Ooh, actually, I'm going to do an introspection, and then I'll do one more love one, and then we'll end the episode. I'm shuffling through the cards. Ooh, I like this question. I just saw it. We're going to go into these last 3 questions and then we're going to end the episode. Thank you guys for listening so far. This is kind of fun for me. Hopefully you guys are learning more about me, and definitely get this card game if you want to play with your friends or if you want to play with yourself, because it is fun. It's fun to do, okay? Because you get to just learn about yourself. It's like asking yourself it's like you're on a date right now. I'm on a date, and I'm on a date with you guys, and you guys are just hearing my thoughts, okay, about these questions. And maybe you've always wanted to know this, or maybe you just don't care. You're just listening along, because it's like, what is she gonna say next? What's her next answer? No. Okay, let's just go into for some reason, like, my mind went there. All right, let's go into the love question first. Actually, we'll do excitement first, and then we'll end with love. All right, excitement. If you could change one thing about the internet, what would it be? If I could change one thing about the internet, I would change I don't know what I would change about the internet. I feel like the internet is like good as it is. Like, I love that it's a free form. It's so endless. Like, yes, there's mean, hateful things on there, but there's also love and positivity. Like, I don't know what I would change about the internet. I really don't. I'm trying to think. I feel like the internet is just like good as it is. Like, it's funny. Like, it's entertaining. I don't know. I feel like this question's probably not meant to be like taken so deeply. It's like, what would you change about the internet? You're supposed to say like a funny answer. I don't know. I would change. I don't know what I would change, guys. I really don't know what I would change. Okay. Was that exciting? No, it wasn't. I'm sorry, guys. Not sorry, but I wouldn't change anything about the internet. I feel like it's just perfect the way it is. I mean, my first answer was like, I thought of Wi-Fi, and I'm like, I would just want Wi-Fi to be instantly fast all the time. Like, that's the only thing I really thought of, but nothing like too specific about like anything like in the internet. All right, let's move on to introspection. This question says, taking into account your life experiences, what has given you a naive or jaded perspective? I don't really want to talk about religion, but I feel like growing up in religion kind of, and I feel like everyone has an experience like this, even if you weren't a part of a religious group. I feel like following a religious practice kind of jaded my perspective slightly. But I feel like anyone who grew up in religion, in any religion, kind of feels that way once they break out of that, once they become an adult, once they start learning about life, once they, change their mindset, grow their mental, like learn new things. You start to want to form your own opinions about the world, about what you believe in, and it may not align with what you grew up with. So I kind of just want to say, based off my experiences, I believed in a certain religion, and I still do to an extent, but I don't believe in it as much as I did before, because I remember I was like I would call myself like a super diehard Christian, even though like maybe I didn't look like it. I feel like I didn't give off like the vibe of that. If you think of a Christian person, I feel like I wasn't like that stereotypical Christian person. Maybe I was and I just didn't know, but at the same time, I feel like that kind of jaded my perspective on life, because I feel like my beliefs have changed since then, and I feel like certain religions can make you feel naive to life. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to really talk about religion though, because everything is beautiful, and no God, which I don't want to say there's no God, but if there is no God, in actuality, no God, whatever is the ultimate truth, I believe in that. And that's just where I draw the line. So, all right. last question, and it's love, and it says, what is something you do that potentially self-sabotages your relationships? I think for me, I mentioned this before, but I said like I'm a pretty distant person. So I feel like by being distant, even though I want to be close with people, I distance myself after a certain point because, well, A, if I want to be alone, then I'm going to be alone. But B, sometimes I just, like I said, I haven't found people that like I feel like comfortable with. So I feel like I self-sabotage myself from being close to people because I distance myself. And if I just kept trying to get close and close and close, then maybe it'll work where I actually do get close. But at the same time, I feel like I tried that in childhood, or I've had a trial and error with that. And with me, since I go through life kind of methodically, I kind of try to, weave my way through life in a smart-ish way. And I think just based on my experiences, I've just realized like people are shitty, and I really only have a handful of people in my life at the end of the day that like truly, it's not even that, I don't want to say truly support me, because I feel like I do have a lot of like supporters, but I don't know how to really explain it. I just think that since I am distant and I like being alone and I am independent, the downside of that is that like I'm not close with people. And so I feel like that kind of self-sabotages a relationship, because it's like, well, if you want to be close, we have to be close. But I'm like, at the same time, I don't want to be close. I want to be separate because I like being independent and distant. So I think that's my struggle. It's my struggle. And it's not like I don't give people chances. It's not like first go around, I'm like distant, unless that's just how I'm feeling that day, and it really isn't nothing to do, it has nothing to do with the other party. It just has everything to do with me, because I'm like, I just need my time alone, and I'm sorry, but I'm on E, so I can't, I don't have any gas. But I just feel like that kind of self-sabotages, because I'm like, well, I want to be close with people, but it's like, well, you can't do that if you're just going to be distant all the time. And I'm like, well, but I like being distant and I like being independent, and because like, I don't trust people. But it's also like, what are you like, then how are you going to ever grow in that area? I'm like, well, I do try, like I try to be close, and then people just do shit, and I'm like, I give multiple chances after that, and I'm like, at some point I'm just like, I gotta just stop. Like I just can't, like, it just seems like I keep running into a wall, and I'm like, I would never do that to myself, so why don't I just stay to myself? That's just like my mindset about it. But maybe that self-sabotages my relationships with people, and it's not really helpful. But I love my peace, guys. Maybe that's just like where I struggle, and I'm trying to work on that too, guys. Okay, with building myself up, I feel like I'll naturally be a better person. I will be able to connect with others better because I'm treating myself better. So that is the end of this episode. That is the last question. Thank you guys for listening and watching. If you are on YouTube, make sure to press subscribe if you haven't already. Like, and make sure you comment. This is a free form comment section. Whatever you want to talk about, If it's your own answers to the questions, or it's not really me asking, but your own question. Ooh, if you have your own questions about me that you want it. I feel like that's so like narcissistic, like conceited. If you have any questions about me, just ask them down below, because you literally don't know me, and I have basically 0 followers. So why would I want other people to comment? I'm just thinking ahead in the future. People who find this, they're like, whoa, I want to ask this about her. But just comment down below anything you want to talk about. And if you are listening on Spotify or any other platform, definitely rate this podcast 5 stars. And I will catch you guys in my next episode. I love you guys. I love you. By the way, I didn't tell you guys this, but I took a little bit of a shroomies before I started this episode, so I think it went good. Mwah. I like ending with a kiss. Now to text back my ex. Ooh.